So greetings, Earthlings. Some more of it. Welcome to BUB-IT, the Oddcast, with the bad example, Principal Black 10.
Your boy Plex.
Yeah, and we back, man. That was tragic. The shit that went on in Virginia Beach, but we'll touch on that again later. How was your week so far?
My week wasn't too bad. I had a couple of little issues here and there, but you know, I was busy for the most part. Typical work week, you know. Sucks to be
Yeah,
on the plantation and happy to be off of it.
yeah, and then can't wait to get back on it because bills still got to get paid. So I hear you
Yeah.
on that all around. My week was another episode of the shit show, but I'm even so I'm thankful. You know, I'm alive. I'm talking to you now. The children are healthy and they're okay. So hey, not
Well,
really much I can complain about.
yeah, what can you say, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can say a whole lot, though. You know what I'm saying? I can say a whole lot, goddammit, but I'm not. I'm just gonna say, hey,
Hey,
man,
we all can
still getting
use
it together.
we could all use to hit that lottery.
Well, yeah, money would make a lot of grievances, a
Financially.
little financial grievances better, but other than that, it's a whole lot more to it than that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
today, we did have we recorded a podcast, but the Pabst Blue Ribbon took over that one.
Shout out to
And,
Paps.
the Pabst Blue Ribbon took over that one on your boy, and I'm still frustrated with myself and looking at the face of a motherfucker who's capitalizing off said idiocies of me and the anger and all that shit. So we'll find a way to use that and have fun with it later. But today,
Yeah, there'll be some I'll get some clips of that and put some mash up, maybe put some more what do you call it, mood music behind it,
yeah,
and you know,
yeah,
we'll figure it out.
dude. If you do that, what is it? Silent or shameless whispers.
Careless whispers. Nah, I could do the
Oh,
careless whispers. I'm
yeah.
gonna figure
Oh
something
my
else out.
god. Oh my god. Like that shit. Jesus. Like put some MOP behind it or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Andy up.
Yeah, Andy, the fuck out. Nigga, you take your or Simon says some shit, make motherfucker take your shirt off around this motherfucker, get the fuck up. But yeah, but today, man, like I said on the last one, I had questions. Today I have concerns and also questions, and I'm gonna pick your brain if you will allow me, sir.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so for one, I want to start with this. Um, there's a thing going on. We know Ohio, Alabama, a few other states passed this law where it's a felony to give abortions.
Yeah.
These people are individuals who call themselves, and I don't want to say they're all conservative Republican. I'm pretty sure that that's heavy. It's heavy on the mayonnaise with that, but either way it go, they call themselves, what's the term? Pro-life?
Yeah, pro-lifers,
Pro-lifers.
Bible thumpers,
Yeah, Christian,
whatever.
Christian faithful, and all these things.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Matter of fact, I wonder where is that energy when it comes down to minorities being killed, unarmed minorities being killed at the hands of police and agencies. Again, this is no attack on the police, but really, I don't give a fuck. Take it how you want to. This is fact. Why is it so easy to take up this pro-life position? Don't abort the child, no matter what the circumstance is, because that's killing a baby. But you see, or that's killing a person. But you see an individual shot, unarmed, not doing anything wrong, nothing warranted. This is not to speak to when any instance where it's obviously warranted and an officer is doing their job. Just when it's not warranted, it's obvious, it's in video, and the same people turn a blind eye, and they say stuff like, well, they should have complied, or they should have, whatever they say. There's always an excuse made. It's treated so nonchalantly. Open it up, Plexus. Give me your thoughts on that.
You know, this is a deep subject as far as that goes. You know, I don't. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it why the cops are like that when it comes to minorities. You know, uh, like I just recently saw a video. I don't remember what the video, who posted the video or any of that, but it was the video you probably saw where the cop has got his gun drawn. The guy's like, "I'm not moving. My hands." He's in the car. His hands are out the window. He's like, "My hands are
Yeah,
up," and he's like,
yeah,
turn the car off. And he's like, "So what? So I can move my hands so you can shoot me?" I mean.
yeah,
Why I don't
yeah.
understand why it's always that case. You know, I also don't understand why you got people who they do the whole we don't know what he's about, and you know we don't know the backstory. It's like you don't really need the backstory if the motherfucker is complying already with his hands in the air. And why does he have his gun drawn?
You're right, right.
Not every situation needs to have a gun drawn. You know, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't see how you can be pro life, but then you dismiss stuff like that. You know, it's
Right.
just ridiculous.
It confuses me because it's if I could be wrong, I could be talking out the side of my ass, but if you're pro life, you're pro life. That
All
means
life.
that you're pro all life. There's no color lines in that. There's no
Mm-hmm.
bias. There's no room. I mean, in my opinion, there's no room for bias in that. Um, if you're pro life, then why does that same pro life stance not transfer over to an individual being brutally beaten
Yeah.
or mercilessly murdered at the hands of an officer when he's obviously in compliance? Or I would say, if even if not obviously in compliance, there really is no threat that would warrant gun violence. We are paying uh, taxes to pay these gentlemen to be trained. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what
Well,
I'm thinking is going on. You
well,
know what I'm saying? Are they trained or are they not trained? The average cop is strong enough, in shape enough. The average cop. I'm not talking about your Pillsbury Doughboy who didn't let himself go and been on the field, been on the
yeah,
force
yeah.
for however long.
Average healthy cop that's
Right,
take care of
right.
himself and does
You
his
can
thing.
run faster than the rest of us.
Hmm.
You can probably fight better than the rest of us, and probably not fight better, but who knows?
You got some
You're that
squabbles.
much. You have something to where
Yeah.
you should be able to apprehend a person. Now, this whole thing about, well, we need our officers safe. No, it would be a good thing to have our officers safe. When we pay taxes, that covers whatever the government has put in place to govern and run the country. Am I right or wrong about that?
Yeah, but
That
here's
co-
my thing. Here's my thing on that. Before you go further, uh,
uh,
yeah, we pay the officers, but to do that. But I see a lot of cops nowadays. They just pussy. Let's just be honest. Every situation don't need a
yeah.
fucking firearm.
Yeah, yeah, and that's my point. It's like I hear this all the time now. Don't get me wrong. I hear this officer's job is to go home at the end of the day. I
Everybody's
disagree.
job is
I
that.
did it's yeah, no, 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 no. The mailman's job is to go home at the end of the fucking day. When we pay taxes, we pay this money goes to our military who we're paying to go out there and risk your life.
Yeah,
When we pay a firefighter's tax, when our taxes pay the firefighters, we're paying for you to go out there, put out a fire that might cost you your life. Now, this is not to speak recklessly or haphazardly on their life, but this is what you signed up for.
correct,
It's like a famous person signing up for that industry, but you don't want to take pictures with your fans.
correct.
It's like a construction worker who signs on for that, but you don't want to do no hard labor.
Yeah,
It makes no sense. I would like for officers, or at least good officers. Other than that, I'm black. I don't really give a fuck. I would like for good officers to make it home to their wives and children. I'm very acknowledging that a lot of them have families, but you signed up to put on that uniform, put on that badge to go out there and risk your fucking life. I'm not paying you to make it home safe. I'm paying you to do something dangerous. You understand what I'm saying? That I'm not doing, and that the person that works at my local grocery market is not doing.
yeah,
The grocery lady gets paid to bag groceries, do whatever stock work she does at her job, and then make it home to her children. And life happens. Things happen for everybody. It doesn't always go smooth. But I'm sick and tired of this narrative that it's their job to make it home safe. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's your job to go out there and try to apprehend criminals, and that's a very dangerous endeavor.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's quite a dangerous endeavor, and I applaud the cops that go out there and do that on a daily
Hmm.
basis, and actually are doing the job. I got friends. I got a couple of family members that are cops, and I applaud that they
Right.
go out there and do the job, and they're not out there being a fucking dick just to be a dick. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
they
I
do
meet
still
cool
they
cops all the
yeah,
time.
they still have their humanity and all that good stuff,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's great, and I applaud those police officers. I don't applaud the corrupt police officers, and I don't
Right.
applaud the cops that want to hide behind that blue wall of silence,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
when the cops ain't got no street code like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
uh like
Yeah.
your local street gangs and stuff like that. So
Except for
if
no
yeah,
snitching.
yeah, no,
Except for no
they
snitching.
need to do the snitching. They need to talk about the cops that are actually brutalizing civilians,
Yeah.
and we need to get them out of there. And I
Hmm.
also believe that cops should have a psychiatric evaluation every
Right.
6 months, pulled off
Yeah.
the street, and then
Yeah.
once they pass they psych, then they can go back on the street. But they gotta have. I think they're on the street too long. They need a 6 month break. They need a 6 and a 6. They need to, when they do their 6 months, they take a psych eval. They hit the desk for 6 months and do desk work while you got the other cops come off the desk, and they go back out to the street. And I think that'll help
Mm.
a lot of it to be mitigated, because you won't have these strung out, burnt out cops who are just a lot of these cops are burnouts.
So you talking like kind of like rotation then, like put them in rotation, like something like that. Like
Yeah.
you on the desk for a certain time, and then you go on the street, and another person who was on the street comes to the desk, type of
Correct.
scenario. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I think they need to do, because that'll help mitigate a lot of that, because they won't be on the street for so long. They won't be out there just dealing with bullshit. They won't be burning out. And a lot of these incidences, I think a lot of them are, one, they just chumps, and just they shouldn't have had the badge to begin with. And two, I think a lot of them are burnouts. And I'm talking about the bad cops. I'm not talking about the good cops. I'm just talking about these bad cops in this situation. And I think we will be able to weed out the bad cops by finding out by doing that, because you won't have so much cop on civilian interaction in a negative light.
Right. And I guess initially what concerns me is the whole probation. Not probation. Jesus. Abortion is wrong, but that that is not shown the same energy. You know what I mean? It's like, well, if aborting a baby is wrong, and I don't believe, I truly do believe. I'm far from politically correct. I truly do believe that what a woman does with her body is her business. You see what I'm saying? I really do believe that. If she chooses to keep it, fine. If she chooses to abort it, fine. That's her choice. You understand what I'm saying? But for you to attack these people in such a way to pass a law as in what you can do with your own body and how you deal with the circumstances of your own choices, that's not breaking the law. Now you make it a law because you want to put that in policy. There's no room for it.
Yeah.
However, people are being killed while they're unarmed, and egregious examples of policing, and you turn a blind eye to that. Either you're pro-life or you're not.
Yeah.
I'm confused by it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But on that note,
Yeah, yes, sir. Yo, it's the ugly. I'm about to break it. Man, fuck that. Check it out. Power and momentum. Vocal bullets bring the holes to your building. Same time, feed the souls of your children. Closed minds get exposed to the vision. Same time, double-edged sword to the throat of the serpent and kingdom. Kinda hard not to walk in the blues. Hard to walk the avenues where they ain't got no shoes. So we change.